Last week's death of a 2-year-old Chinese girl has led to widespread distress in China. Distress about the nature of the girl's death, but also concern the country has become a place with no moral compass. The toddler was wandering through a market where her parents have a shop. She was run over by a van and then subsequently ignored by 18 passers-by. Today, Chinese police charged a man with causing the wrongful death of the girl, Wang Yue. China correspondent Stephen McDonald reports, and a warning: this story contains disturbing images.
Has China become a country where many are not prepared to help a stranger in distress? A land where people are numb to the suffering of others and would rather not get involved because it might rebound badly on them. This is what Chinese people are asking themselves following last week's tragic death of a 2-year-old girl. Wang Yue was walking around the Guangdong marketplace where her parents own a shop. She was run over by a van which stopped briefly, then drove off, running over her again. Security cameras captured people walking past the heavily injured girl. Again and again they passed her, 18 in all, without offering her any help. The girl was then run over by a second van which also didn't stop. Finally, a woman working as a rubbish collector tried to assist her, but it would be too late. Wang Yue later died in hospital.
Those passers-by have no morality. They don't have a heart. They're just too cruel. They don't care.
I think the government should strengthen education about human feelings.
There's not just one case like this, there are lots of them. Elderly people fall on the street and no one offers support. Kids get lost and no one dares to help. This is a common phenomenon. This is a very big problem in China.
Many Chinese people want to know what's happened to their fellow countrymen. There's concern that this place is suffering a genuine moral crisis when people show such indifference to a fellow human being, and a 2-year-old child at that. But there are also practical reasons for why Chinese people might not stop for a person in need. The internet is full of stories of those who've been conned by people posing as victims. Concerned passers-by have also been taken to court, accused of responsibility for somebody being hurt instead of being praised as good Samaritans.
It's not that people are cold, they just don't dare lend a hand. Sometimes you go and help and you're eventually blamed.
Some analysts here are blaming the headlong drive towards capitalist development for a loss of community solidarity. There's also talk of new laws to force people to stop and assist if they pass a person who's in trouble. But it does seem that somewhere along the line something has gone wrong here if you need to impose a fine on people for not doing what really should come to them naturally. Stephen McDonald, Lateline.